Hello. BuddyBoss is an excellent platform for adding community features to your website. It works great with LearnDash, which means that you can add community features to your learning management site without much trouble. The problem is that BuddyBoss is not so much difficult, but it's an overwhelming product to work with. There are just so many features that when it's your first time using it, you're kind of like deer in the headlights and you're wondering how I'm going to use this. So in this video, I'm going to give a good overview of what BuddyBoss offers, how the BuddyBoss components, which is the underpinning for a lot of these features, works so that you understand what the relationship is between the components and the things that you want to get configured. This should be a huge time saver and a great way to get you started with LearnDash. My name is George Diaz. I'm president and founder of Larry Jacob Internet Marketing, and my team and I have been working on membership and online course sites since 2014. We have an extensive amount of experience working these. Please grab the resources that we provide you both on our website and Facebook and on YouTube. We're also on LearnDash. So let's get started. Um, BuddyBoss makes a good number of features available for you. Let me give you an overview here with this slide deck. So it has a member directory. So if you want to have a list of your members and provide plenty of information about each member, which they can control, it has options for doing that. It has the ability to give members ways to communicate with each other, both via an online messaging feature as well as via email, but they don't gain access to people's email addresses. It gives you the ability to add activity feeds. These are very similar to Facebook news feeds or forums, which they call discussions. The difference between activity feeds and forums is that activity feeds are a lot like Facebook. If you want to get access to something from 2 months ago, you're going to have to do a lot of scrolling up and up to get to it. Forums and discussions are organized by topic, so it's easier for people to click around and get to a topic or a subject that they're interested in. There's also really good search features involved. They have a feature for groups, so that enables you to compartmentalize where people are talking or working with course materials or other members based on topics. That way you don't have everybody talking in one place, which could get a little bit disjointed. So it's a way to group things and organize how people or where people are talking about things. And then there's a site-wide search component. Now, in order to really give you an idea of how this works, I'm going to be using the BuddyBoss. Um, it's their sandbox site. Now, I set this up a couple minutes ago before I started recording. I'm going to reset this, but just so that you see how to get to it. If I go to the BuddyBoss site and I go to learn more, I can try the demo. And then register, and then the next button is create a sandbox. And you have a sandbox that's going to be live on the site for the next 30 minutes. After that, you've got to either create a new one or you hit reset sandbox and it starts at 0. So this is what BuddyBoss looks like in the sandbox. And it's designed not so much to help you configure it for your own purposes, but so that you can gain access to all the stuff that it provides. And the thing that happens is it has many of the community features that people need in their online communities. However, nobody uses all of them, and this is set up so that everything is turned on. Over here, you can gain access to my groups, my connections. These are the people that I can talk to, my discussions, which is which forums I'm a part of and which courses I'm in here, my photos. There's just a ton of information. This allows me to get to other members, see what groups, what forums are available, and then this is like the the largest menu I've ever seen. It's got 38 options in here. So again, a lot of overwhelm. Let's go behind the scenes and see how we can kind of understand more about how they work. So I've organized the components that we're going to be reviewing. Uh, by the features that I described earlier. So I'm going to go to BuddyBoss components, and then I'm going to look these over. So the member directory is uh, implemented by three components. Two of these are required, so member profiles and profile fields, you can't turn them off. This is the basis for membership. This allows you to add fields to a member, so you can go in and let's say you wanted people to enter a bio or um, uh, put their address in. If you wanted them to have like a drop-down box that says, I'm tall, I'm short, or whatever you want. So you can put a huge set of profiles information that people can fill out. Account settings allows people to modify their notification settings. So this just turns on their ability to make some changes. Now, if I look at the member to member features, the communication features, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components that make it up. There's notifications, which allows you to set up how people get notified when things happen. You can turn on private messaging, which means people can message each other. Member connections allows people to accept an invitation to talk to someone. It's similar to the way friending works in Facebook. Without this, people can message anybody else that's on the site, which is something that it's the way you probably run it. For example, if it was a real estate office and everybody in the office, there was no reason to prevent them from talking to other people. Moderation is to allow people to block folks so that other people can't reach them. We ran a BuddyBoss dating site, and moderation was used by women when some guy was stalking them or being overly aggressive online. It also gives um, the member the ability to notify the admin so the admin can take action. And then email invite, if you're wanting your members to invite people outside of the site into the site, it's a way to use them to generate folks. So if you look in here, you can see that there's notifications, there's let's see, private messaging, member connections, and email invite, as well as moderations. Those are the components that make up that feature. If I look at activity feeds, there's 3 of those components: forum discussions, activity feeds, media uploading. The media uploadings is mainly in there so that you can keep people from uploading videos and images. If that's not a feature that you really want, it does take up a lot of resources, so it's one way to prevent that from happening. The last ones are the group component and the search components. So these are the social groups, that one, and this one here, so that you can come up and this is to be able to search everything on the site so you can control exactly what search results are going to be coming back. And then groups is by itself how you manage the ability to group people and courses and discussions and activity feeds by topics. In part 2 of this, I'm going to take some further steps to show you how you can make some straightforward modifications to help you get going and taking the site in the direction you want it to go to.